Russia has upgraded the FAB-3000 heavy bomb with a winged glide guidance kit, extending its standoff strike capability. The enhanced FAB-3000 is designed to hit heavily fortified targets from greater distances without entering dense air defense zones. Moscow says the upgraded bomb gives frontline aircraft greater reach against hardened military positions. The FAB-3000's new glide module reflects Russia's continued push to modernize Soviet-era heavy munitions for today's battlefield. Amid the Iran war, Russia's state defense giant Rostec said its FAB-3000 heavy bomb had become a key weapon against heavily fortified military positions. Rostec said the FAB-3000 is capable of destroying hardened command posts, reinforced bunkers, and fortified strongholds with a single strike. According to Rostec, the heavy bomb has been fitted with a Universal Planning and Correction Module, UMPK, to improve its combat effectiveness. The upgraded UMPK kit enables Russian aircraft to release the bomb from standoff ranges while remaining farther from enemy air defenses. The development was highlighted by Russian state media outlet Sputnik in a report published on July 29. The FAB-3000 is a heavy high-explosive aerial bomb designed to destroy heavily fortified military infrastructure and hardened targets. It is fitted with the Universal Planning and Correction Module, UMPK, which converts it into a precision-guided glide weapon. The bomb uses a hybrid guidance system that combines inertial navigation with satellite-based corrections for improved accuracy. The glide kit allows the bomb to be released from standoff distances, reducing the launching aircraft's exposure to enemy defenses. The weapon is specifically intended for attacking hardened command centers, bunkers, and other reinforced military facilities. Russia's defense ministry has regularly reported using FAB series glide bombs during strikes against Ukrainian military positions. Rostec said the Su-34 frontline strike fighter remains the primary aircraft used to deploy the upgraded FAB-3000 bomb. The company described the combination of the FAB-3000 and the UMPK glide kit as an example of effective battlefield integration. Rostec added that the Su-34 is capable of carrying multiple FAB series bombs during a single combat sortie, increasing strike capacity. Russia's underwater weapon Poseidon is getting a new dedicated carrier platform in the form of a specially built nuclear submarine. The Project 09851 Khabarovsk submarine, launched in November 2025, is reportedly designed to carry and deploy the Poseidon system. Russian Navy Chief Alexander Moiseev has stated that this new submarine has been configured specifically to operate the Poseidon weapon. Poseidon itself is estimated to weigh around 100 tons and functions as an unmanned underwater vehicle rather than a traditional torpedo. It uses a nuclear propulsion system and can carry a nuclear warhead believed to be of up to approximately 2 megatons in yield. The weapon is designed to destroy coastal targets such as ports, major naval bases, and other critical shoreline infrastructure. It can achieve its destructive effect either through a direct nuclear strike or by triggering a massive tsunami-like wave against the coast. Nuclear propulsion gives Poseidon a virtually unlimited operational range underwater, allowing it to travel intercontinental distances. Poseidon's maximum speed has been reported at up to about 130 km per hour beneath the surface. The system is considered hard to detect because it can dive to depths of around 1,000 meters, below many standard tracking envelopes. It can also actively maneuver while in motion, complicating efforts to track, target, or intercept it with existing defenses. Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that Russia is in the final stages of preparing Poseidon for formal entry into service. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is now appearing determined to intensify the conflict, signaling a fresh phase in the war against Russia. Ukraine has reportedly drawn up a new list of priority targets designed for long-range strikes deep inside Russian territory. Zelensky claimed Kiev has significantly upgraded its target list to maximize the impact of future long-range attacks against Russia. The announcement came shortly after Zelensky held a high-level meeting with Ukraine's top defense and military leadership on July 26. Kiev says the objective of these expanded strikes is to pressure Russia into returning to the negotiating table on Ukraine's terms. Zelensky said, and I quote, "Today, we approved the continuation of our operations and updated the list of priority targets based on their actual impact on Russia and its ability to continue and prolong this war. Our main objective is for our long-range pressure to push Russia even further." toward diplomacy by disrupting the production of weapons components, inflicting oil-related and other economic losses, and bringing this war back to its home harbor. End quote. Ukraine also claimed it now possesses the capability to hit military targets located more than 3,000 kilometers from its borders. Zelensky insisted Russia's long-held strategic advantage is steadily eroding because of Ukraine's expanding long-range strike capabilities. Zelensky said, and I quote, "Our strike range has already exceeded 3,000 kilometers, and we continue to expand our ability to operate at even greater distances. The strategic depth of its rear areas, which for a long time was one of Russia's advantages, is now becoming a particular problem for Russia's political and military leadership, as the vast majority of its air defense systems are concentrated around Moscow, state residences, the Crimean Bridge, and St. Petersburg. We have already proven that Ukrainian drones can reach targets in the Ural region, Siberia, and other territories far from Moscow. This year alone, since the launch of our long-range sanctions plan, more than 1,000 fire missions have already been carried out. Oil facilities, critical military production sites, and systemically important elements of Russia's logistics network have been struck." End quote. Ukraine has increasingly relied on long-range drones to strike Russia's key weapons facilities and vital oil infrastructure far behind the front lines. Logistics hubs linked to Russia's Wildberries network have reportedly come under repeated Ukrainian drone attacks in recent weeks. In response, Russian President Vladimir Putin has reportedly overhauled and reinforced air defense systems protecting Moscow and nearby strategic regions. Russia reportedly expanded Moscow's air defense network by constructing dozens of new Pantsir missile defense positions around the capital. Open-source researchers said around 24 new defensive towers had been built around Moscow over recent months. Researchers said the new defensive ring was established roughly 40 kilometers from central Moscow to strengthen air defense coverage. Additional Pantsir positions were also reportedly deployed near several strategic facilities across the wider Moscow region. Researchers said the new sites were positioned to protect President Vladimir Putin's residence, Vnukovo Airport, and a major oil refinery. Several Pantsir SMD air defense systems were also reportedly installed on rooftops at multiple locations across Moscow. Open-source researchers also identified two newly prepared sites believed to be intended for Russia's long-range S-400 air defense systems. Several of the new towers were reportedly built alongside existing embankments to replace older defensive positions. Researchers said the outermost defensive towers were strategically placed to help protect key electrical substations around Moscow. Reports about Moscow's expanding multi-layered air defense network first emerged earlier this year. Security was also reportedly reinforced around President Putin's Valdai residence with additional defensive towers and air defense positions. Russian officials said nearly 1,900 Ukrainian drones targeted the Moscow region over the course of a single week.